What's up, guys? My name is Kurt Gibson. I've been playing Ultimate Frisbee for over 20 years, a former Team USA athlete, and I'm going to show you the basic throws of Ultimate Frisbee. Number one is the backhand, and number two is the forehand or the flick. So the first throw we're going to talk about is the backhand. So the backhand, the grip is going to look like this. So just basically take the Frisbee, hold it with two hands just like this, almost like if you're holding a plate, and you're going to just kind of grip it comfortably. Your thumbs shouldn't be too close like this. They shouldn't be far extended out like this. Just grip it kind of as you normally would. So my thumbs are right around the kind of the edge of the ridges right here. And then on the other side, you can see here are my fingers. The fingers are in the lip, the ridge of the disc. So, and I also don't have my finger like this. You'll see a lot of new players with their fingers out like this. Practice with all four fingers right here in the ridge, the thumb on top. Okay, so the next part, you're gonna wanna take a little pivot to the backhand. In Ultimate Frisbee, you have a pivot foot. I'm a righty, so my left foot will be my pivot foot, and my right foot will be the foot that is moving back and forth when I pivot. So for the backhand, I'll just take a little step, and then that's when I'll be able to throw the backhand. So I'll move like this, just take a nice step, and that's when I throw like that. So now that we've got a nice little step, by the way, you don't need to pivot too far out or just step like this, just a nice little step right in front, and the disc is gonna come right through the center of your torso. So right at the abdomen level, not too high like this, not too low like this. As we're learning to throw, basically bring the disc right through the center of the abdomen and throw it flat. Some new players think about throwing it up high to try to get air under it, but the snap of the wrist and the Frisbee will carry it where it's supposed to go with a flat throw. Now when you take that little step across and throw the disc through the center of your abdomen flat, it's a little snap of the wrist. Sometimes newer players will just kind of release it with no spin on it, and it'll cause it to tail away. So at the end of the release, that wrist snap will help keep the disc stable. It should look something like this. So a nice wrist snap at the end keeps the disc flat and prevents it from fading or falling one way or the other before its intended target. Okay, so the other throw is the forehand or the flick. And we'll start with the grip. The way you want to grip it is to have two fingers on the inside part of the rim. The outer two fingers will push up against it. Your thumb, my thumb is about perpendicular to the outside of the rim. And the way to place it, to figure out where to place it, is I like to kind of, you see my knuckle right here, I kind of dig the edge of the Frisbee right here at the edge of the knuckle, and it kind of causes my finger to kind of fall in place. So now these two fingers are pressing this way towards the ridge of the Frisbee, and these two fingers are pushing against the outside. So now it's holding itself right here. So I'm squeezing tightly, I'm kind of bending it. You can kind of see I'm pushing my thumb in a little bit, and it's causing the center of the Frisbee to press in. So this keeps the disc from wobbling too much. So as you're winding up to throw, it doesn't fall over. If you have too loose of a grip, it'll fall over and make it harder to get that wrist snap and a nice crisp throw. Okay, so with the flick, we're gonna do the opposite. Normally, as we're facing upfield, instead of pivoting over for the backhand, we're just gonna take a little step right out, and we're gonna do the same thing on the flick side, is pull the arm back, and then we're gonna lead with the elbow and bring the disc right through the center of our abdomen right here. So it's gonna look like this, take a little step, and just like that. So a tip with the flick, you want to throw it flat through the zone, but a lot of players, when they're new, the disc tends to turn over this way. So what a lot of players will do is they'll put this back edge down a little bit, and so when it comes through the zone, the disc will naturally flatten out. Sometimes if you throw it flat, it'll start going this way, but if you throw it like this, if you bring it back, elbow first, wrist snap at the end, just like on the backhand, put the outside edge down a little bit, and it'll help the disc fly a little bit better in the air. Okay, so that is the introduction to the two basic throws in Ultimate Frisbee, the forehand and the backhand. If you want more information on other throws, I have videos that break down each of these in more detail, so you can check those out, as well as a plethora of other content, all on Ultimate Frisbee. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Take care.